by the time we get to the weekend and the beginning of next week. Today, though, 30s and 40s eastern side of the state, 50s for a lot of the western side of the state. Lots of sunshine, not too much wind, 5 to 10 miles per hour, right around the 50-degree mark, a couple of degrees below average in Carson City. Same thing in Reno Sparks. 52 is a couple of degrees below the average for this time of year. But we have a big warm-up on the way. You're going to see that here on the 7-day forecast, reaching the lower 60s by tomorrow, the mid-60s by the weekend in Reno Sparks, and then even not too far from 70 degrees on Monday. 69 currently the forecast, high 68 on Tuesday. Carson City reaching the upper 60s by Monday and Tuesday of next week as well. And South Lake Tahoe even reaches the low 60s by the weekend. Plenty of sunshine too. Not too much in the way of moisture until after the 7-day forecast. Maybe watching a storm by the middle of next week. It doesn't look all that impressive though. We're back after this.
Welcome back. I'm Melissa Carlson. Your time now is 7:58. We are joining you live from Mornings on Fox 11 with your News 4 update. Well, a school committee for Boston Public Schools voted for their new superintendent, and Pedro Martinez is not the man for the job. The former Washoe County School Superintendent was named one of the 4 finalists being considered for the position. The committee voted in favor of appointing Dr. Tommy Chang, who received the 5-2 majority over Martinez. Currently, Martinez is a superintendent in residence for the Nevada Department of Education. He advises the state superintendent of instruction and governor's office on education policies. It's still a big honor just to be put in those 4. So congratulations anyways. All right, meteorologist Tim Studebaker joins us now with a look at our forecast. Hi, Tim.
Good morning to you. A lot of sunshine out there. High pressure has built back in. Yesterday we were watching those lingering showers and snow showers, not so much anymore. No moisture in the forecast for today. There's just a tiny bit of cloud cover trying to make its way from the Sierra into parts of western Nevada, and it is very localized. The rest of us seeing sunshine. 30 degrees in Reno, 28 in Carson City right now, 10 in Truckee, 20 in South Lake, and 22 in Yerington. Big warm up on the way. We are going to hit the 50s today and then the 60s by the time we get through the rest of the 7-day forecast. That 52 for today is a little bit below average for this time of year, so today's not the warm up. That warm up will be on the way for the rest of the 7-day though. Second hour of Mornings on Fox 11. After the break, News 4 back to the Today Show.
Plus, an American billionaire announces an amazing discovery, what an exploration team found off the Philippines after 7 years.
Plus, college basketball madness is almost here, and if you are looking to fill out the perfect bracket, you'll need a little bit of luck. We'll tell you the odds of perfectly predicting the big game.
You're watching Mornings on Fox 11, connecting Northern Nevada.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on Mornings on Fox 11. Right now, 8:02. Got a lot of shows still ahead of you, including a look at the forecast, because we do have some warmer temperatures headed our way, which a lot of people enjoying. Unfortunately, going to melt all that snow that we got up in the higher, in the mid-range area. Already most of the snow at our house over in Galena, pretty much a lot of it melted, which is unfortunate. But that's just kind of the way it's going to go, and as it warms up again.
Also unfortunate, University of Nevada men Wolfpack basketball team not going to make March Madness or the Big Dance this year. They had a rough year, but if you want to see some basketball, one of their last home games of the season, they're playing Colorado State, a team that will more than likely make the Big Dance. They're going to be heading over to Lawler tonight.
That's your alma mater.
Yeah.
Yes, my alma mater.
Are you going to go watch it?
I might. It's been a hectic week, but I'm going to try and get out there for it and support the Pack.
Love it. Support the Pack. We'll see.
Well, there's a new
Consider
study.
your audience. The smart man once told me
There you go. There you go. Well, there's a new study from the University of Missouri about the drawbacks of Facebook. Yeah, they found that checking in on your peers on Facebook can make you think that you don't quite measure up. Those most at risk are users who researchers described as surveillance users, more commonly called stalkers.
I know a few of those.
If you are constantly checking on your friend's progress, you may be more likely to compare their success to your own. One recommendation the study makes is to remember that Facebook does not provide the entire picture of someone's life.
But lots of pictures nonetheless. Some cats not in hats helped mark the 18th anniversary of National Read Day across America. This year, an animal rescue league in Pennsylvania invited kids to read the cats in a shelter. Read to the cats, I'm sorry. I thought it was like
that's something I would do. That's why I giggled.
Yeah, the Rescue League spokesperson says studies show that the rhythmic cadence of reading aloud can relax cats, and that helps animals stressed out by living in a shelter. Of course, yesterday was Dr. Seuss's birthday.
I love that. And there's a great group in town, too, that lets little kids in our community go and read to dogs. And the thought is the dogs will quietly just sit there and as if they are listening. I'm sure they are, by the way. And the kids get to go ahead and try reading without any kind of maybe judgment that they might feel from other kids or in front of their class. They had a great event over at the Grassroots. Gosh, it was last year, I think. My kids went and read, and it was awesome. The dogs are just like, doo-doo-doo, loving it.
Yeah, because reading out loud in class was always so scary. Your name would get picked, and you would get that burning sensation all over.
Dogs don't judge, do they?
They don't. They just look at you and smile.
Oh, I wish I knew the name of that group. Please, if you know what it is, message me on Facebook. I'd love to talk about them. All right, trending on Yahoo. Let's take a look at some of our trending stories. Judge Judy, listen to this. She's going to be banging her gavel just a little bit longer. The 72-year-old signed a new deal, keeping her on the air until 2020. It's been TV's #1 court show for nearly 1,000 straight weeks. More than 10 million people watch the show daily. And according to TV Guide magazine, her annual salary, hold on to your pants here, $47 million a year. Crazy. All right, trending over on our Facebook page this morning. An army of feral cats rules a remote island in southern Japan, earning it the nickname Cat Island. Cats outnumber the humans 6-1 on Oshima Island. The official population is 22. Who lives there? But there are more than 120 cats living and running wild over the tiny island. Cat-loving tourists from around the country flock to the island, even though there are no shops or hotels. Must be day trips. Trending over on Twitter this morning, #March Madness. The excitement of college basketball is in the air, and fans from all over are putting together what they're calling the perfect brackets. At least they're hoping it's perfect. But some researchers are saying that's nearly impossible to do. DePaul University mathematics professor Jeff Bergen says that the odds of you actually picking a perfect bracket are less than 1 in 9.2 quadrillion. Good luck, everybody. Turning now to what is trending over on our Facebook page. Interesting topic here. The University of Minnesota dropped vague racial descriptions from campus crime alerts after students protested. According to a report on Fox News, student groups pressured the university to stop sending campus-wide crime alerts using vague racial descriptions of suspects. Now, the school's president said that the routine use of a person's race in a description may, quote, may unintentionally reinforce stereotypes of black men and other people of color as criminals and threats, end quote. But not everyone agrees with the change. Milwaukee County Sheriff told Fox and Friends that he strongly disagrees with the decision, explaining that the more information police know about the suspect, the better. Asking all of you on Facebook, what do you think? Do you agree with the decision? Could this be a safety issue? We have some comments here for you this morning, which are pulled up right over here for you. PJ writes in and says, what's next? They're going to drop the gender description of suspects as well? We would love to hear what you have to say on this. You can go ahead and post your comments on our Facebook page. That is where the conversation continues. You can find it right there, and you can also check out this topic and a lot more of our topics that we're talking about this morning on our website, foxreno.com. All right, let's go ahead and toss it out to Tim outside with a look at our forecast. Hi, Tim.
Righty, thank you, Tim. That is certainly fishing weather, and today the Sparks Marina is going to be stocked with thousands of trout there for the pickings. Fox 11's Gianna Giorgi is live at the City Sparks-owned lake with more on the fish stocking going on there. Hi, Gianna.
We can make a better decision after we do a proper study. But in between time, we can still put fish into the Sparks Marina at this level of 25,000 fish or so in the next few months, and then we'll be able to catch those fish, and anglers can still have a place to fish. And by the time we get to November, December, there just won't be that many fish left in there, so we don't have to worry about a massive fish kill.
All right, appreciate it, Gianna. Well, time to go fishing. Still ahead on Mornings on Fox 11. A country singer's life changes forever. We're going to give you the first glimpse of Carrie Underwood's new bundle of joy in today's Hollywood Minute. Plus, the annual Nevada Young Alumni Beer Fest is right around the corner, and Samantha saves you money on tickets. if you'd like to chug back a few. Find out how to pay less in today's Boatman's Bargains. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Carrie Underwood introduces her son to the world, and Kelly Clarkson could be heading to a city near you. She's done some concerts here. Great performer. Mary Muller has these stories and more in our Hollywood Minute.
Carrie Underwood is a new mom. The singer shared the happy news with fans along with a glimpse of her newborn son's tiny hands. Isaiah Michael is the first child for Underwood and husband Mike Fisher. Fellow American Idol vet Kelly Clarkson is hitting the road this summer. Clarkson announced a 36-stop North American tour on the same day she released her 6th studio album. The Piece by Piece tour kicks off July 11th in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Tickets go on sale March 14th. And here's a first look, Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Edward Snowden. Levitt will play the controversial NSA whistleblower in a new film from Academy Award-winning director Oliver Stone. The newly released photos from the film depict Snowden in his early days at Army training. Snowden, also starring Nicolas Cage and Shailene Woodley, hits theaters December 25th. For Hollywood Minute, I'm Mary Muller.
All righty, let's toss it over to Sam. She's got to look at your Boatman's Bargains on this Wednesday. Save us some cash, Sam.
Good morning to you, Bill. Yeah, we have so many good-looking bargains to tell you about today. Today's dining deal is from Groupon.com. For $7, you'll get $15 to spend on gourmet deli sandwiches and salads at Nothing to It Culinary Center. Or if you are craving a pizza, head over on to Pizza Factory. For only $14, you can get $24 to spend on Italian cuisine for dine-in or takeout. And of course, most of you have heard Living Social. Today's deal of the day there is a ticket to the Nevada Young Alumni Beer Fest. That's happening at the Downtown Reno Ballroom. You'll be able to sample some beers from dozens of local and craft breweries. Right now, you can get one ticket for only $20 and well worth it. Those were a look at some of the deals of the day. If you know of a great deal around town, please share it with us on our Fox 11 Facebook page. Melissa, over to you.
All right, Sam. Well, still to come, local high school students are in the running to win a prize of more than $100,000. We're going to show you the project they're working on. Plus, companies say that they aren't happy with their product ads running before ISIS recruitment videos. What YouTube is doing to make a change. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Here's a live look at 80 at West McCarran to get you started on your Wednesday. Right now, current temperatures 30 degrees. Well, advertisements for your popular beer or body lotion brands running right before a jihadist video created to recruit ISIS members. Maybe not the best thing.
This has a lot of people ticked off. It's happening on YouTube, though, and some major American corporations had no idea. Lori Segal has this report.
New Bounty with Dawn, available in the paper towel aisle. Bounty, Budweiser, and secret deodorant ads appearing before jihadi and ISIS videos online. Beer in a concert? To an ISIS propaganda video. Jennifer Aniston for Aveeno, by no fault of her own, appearing before this. It's tough to tell how many different companies' ads have run before these videos, but at least one we saw, Bud Light, was pretty upset. In a statement, Anheuser-Busch said, "We were unaware that one of our ads ran in conjunction with this video. We have strict guidelines with our media partners that govern when and how our ads appear. We are working with YouTube and our media buying agency, Mediacom, to understand and rectify the matter." Johnson & Johnson did not respond to CNN's request for comment. Sites like YouTube sell ad time to companies, and the ads get automatically inserted before videos on the site. But advertisers don't select the videos they appear in. A person familiar with YouTube's business model says YouTube did not profit on these particular ads, and if they had, profits would have been sent back to the advertisers. In a statement to CNN, a YouTube spokesperson says they remove content that incites violence. "We also have stringent advertising guidelines and work to prevent any ads appearing against any video, channel, or page once we determine that the content is not appropriate for our advertising partners," the spokesperson said.
What I think is interesting about this case is that YouTube, all they have to do is watch that video to know what it is.
But with 300 hours of content uploaded to YouTube every minute, the service relies heavily on its users to flag violations. And while not all of these videos are defined as extremists, they're certainly not prime real estate for an advertiser.
From a contract perspective, these corporations that are paying lots of money to get YouTube clicks may not be that pleased when they find out that their video is placed right before an ISIS recruitment video.
It's worth noting the ISIS video flagged to YouTube has been removed. The other video remains, but is no longer running ads. Lori Segal, CNN Money, New York.
What makes me giggle about this is that anybody who's been on the internet ever and tried to look at something, you don't have a choice what advertisement goes in front of you, and yet the advertisers want to choose where they can go in front of. To me, it just doesn't seem fair. If I can't choose that I don't want to see advertisements before my this or that video, then I don't think they should have the right to choose.
But how did they end up in front of that video?
Well,
the whole deal.
The thing is, it doesn't matter. They put their advertisement anywhere they can potentially get clicks.
Sure.
And I'm sorry, but when you're paying the big bucks to do that, you're rolling the dice. That's it. That's
Yeah.
my opinion.
See what people are upset about it, though. All right, let's take a quick peek outside. We've got meteorologist Tim Studebaker keeping an eye on things for us. He's in next.
Good morning and welcome back to Mornings on Fox 11. So high pressure has started to build back into the area, and that means sunny skies again going forward for the next several days. A very quiet pattern really sets in for us going through the next several days here. We are looking at temperatures now of 30 degrees in 30 degrees in Reno, 28 in Carson City, 10 in Truckee, 20 in Southlake, and 25 in Yerington right now. Not the warmest day for us today. We're going for the low 50s in Reno Sparks, the 40s around the lake. However, we will be seeing a big warm up on that 7-day forecast as high pressure continues to move on in and take control of our weather. Lots of sunshine and temperatures on their way up. In fact, reaching the 60s as early as tomorrow in Reno Sparks and well into the 60s by the weekend. For now, though, 30s and 40s for the eastern side of the state, 40s and 50s for the western side. Lots of sunshine out there. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. 50 degrees in Carson City for the high today. That is a little below average for our area. 52 in Reno Sparks. Just a few degrees below average, but close enough that we can call it a seasonable day today. Warming trend on the way, though, into the 60s by tomorrow with sunshine. Sunshine continues into the weekend. Mid-60s by the weekend, and the lower elevations even into the upper 60s by the time we get to the beginning of next week. So a lot of warm temperatures on the way. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. I'm Melissa Carlson. Your time now is 8:28. We are joining you live from Mornings on Fox 11 with your News 4 update. Well, a bill going before the Nevada legislature today could impact how much you pay to access public records. The bill seeks to set a definition on when a public records request requires extra work. Under the proposal, the definition would be if a task takes an employee more than 30 minutes to complete, or if a document is more than 25 pages long. The cost could not exceed 50 cents per page, which is the maximum allowed by law. The Nevada League of Cities is proposing the bill. Meteorologist Tim Studebaker joins us now with a look at our forecast. Hi, Tim.
Good morning to you. High pressure in place, lots of sunshine. There are just a few high clouds just to our south across parts of maybe Carson City and the South Lake Tahoe area, maybe down through Minden and Gardnerville. Otherwise, there's not much to worry about on the maps for today. We are staying dry with lots of sunshine. Of course, we worry about the drought, but either way, it's going to be a nice day out there. Lower 50s for Reno Sparks, into the 40s around Tahoe later on today. Right now, the teens, 20s, and 30s, depending on where you are. Big warming trend on the the way, we're a little below average today at 52 degrees. That's just a few degrees below the average, close enough to call it seasonable. Then temperatures climb into the 60s and well into the 60s, I might add, by the time we get to the weekend and the beginning of next week. Not even that far from the 70-degree mark in a few towns by next Monday. News 4 heads back to the Today Show. Last half hour of Mornings on Fox 11 coming up.
The votes are in and the decision is out. Is former Washoe County Superintendent Pedro Martinez packing up for the East Coast? We'll tell you coming up.
Also, still to come, Galena High School students are in the running to win a prize of more than $100,000. We'll show you what they're working on and how they're going to help two classmates in the process.
And the SPCA of Northern Nevada has new leadership this morning. We're going to introduce you to the organization's new executive director.
You're watching Mornings on Fox 11, connecting Northern Nevada.
Good morning and thank you for joining us here on Mornings on Fox 11. Right now, 8:32, last half hour of the show for you. We've got a little bit of breaking news coming out of Boston.
Yeah, we do. You know, the trial began today of Dzhokhar Tsarnaev, one of the men accused in the Boston bombing. And CNN is reporting that Dzhokhar Tsarnaev's attorney tells the jurors that he admits to the Boston bombings but says he was influenced to do it by his brother. So that's going to be big to see how they can prove the defense that he was influenced, if he was influenced by his brother.
Yeah, no doubt that town is waiting on every single word that comes out of there. Tim, you were in the area when it happened, or you're from Boston. So
I'm from Boston. I was in West Virginia when it actually happened, but I am from the Boston area, of course. All Americans are infuriated by what happened, but I think it has a special feeling for those of us from Boston. It really just, it hurts, it stings, and so watching this all play out is, of course, near and dear to my heart, watching this all come to life and see what's going on.
We're going to keep everybody updated on the case as it starts to unfold, of course, throughout the next couple of days.
All right, let's see what we're talking about today. A school committee for Boston Public Schools voted for their new superintendent, and Pedro Martinez isn't it. The former Washoe County School Superintendent was named one of 4 finalists being considered for the position. The committee voted in favor of appointing Dr. Tommy Chang, who received the 5-2 majority over Martinez. The other 2 candidates didn't receive votes. Currently, Martinez is a superintendent in residence for the Nevada Department of Education and advises the state superintendent of instruction and governor's office on education policies. That includes the creation of an achievement district to improve chronically low-performing schools. Martinez applied for the position in Boston after being appointed to his current position. Galena High School students beat out thousands of other groups and are now finalists for a $120,000 prize. Pretty cool. It's part of Samsung's Solve for Tomorrow contest, and their project is helping two of their classmates as well. They're engineering adaptive equipment to help Kenny and Hunter write, type, and move around more easily. Students have designed 21 prototypes after asking Kenny and Hunter what challenges they face day to day in life. The students have already won about $35,000 in prizes for their school, but they say it's about more than that.
It feels pretty good. It shows that a lot of people here have some good skills that they can use in life that help other people like Hunter and Kenny that don't always have it as easy as we have it.
The three of the students and their teacher, Tom Larson, are all going to be traveling to New York City in 2 weeks for the final judging. 5 winning groups will be chosen, and one of those groups will be decided by online votes. If you want to learn more about their project and you want to vote for them in the contest, just visit our website, foxreno.com.
And some more exciting education news to tell you about. A local teacher has been recognized as one of the 2014 9/11 Tribute Center teachers. McQueen High School teacher Mario Fitzpatrick just got back from New York City where he was honored. He teaches 10th grade and is also a We the People National Competition teacher. Now, for the 9/11 project Fitzpatrick created, his students studied Osama bin Laden's 1998 fatwa, which is when bin Laden declared war. The ultimate goal was for students to learn why and how the conflict began. The project comes at the end of a unit on terrorism.
The SPCA of Northern Nevada has a new executive director this morning. Her name is Charlene Hadwin. She takes the helm with more than 20 years' experience in nonprofits and private sector businesses. Hadwin is a native Nevadan. As executive director, she's going to be managing day-to-day operations of the SPCA, fundraising, public outreach, and business development.
First of all, I was born and raised in Reno, Nevada. I've been gone for a number of years, and I'm very happy to return here as the executive director for the SPCA of Northern Nevada. It's a very exciting opportunity. There's so much wonderful things to be able to do to help dogs and cats in our community.
Congratulations to her. Hadwin replaces Tom Jacobs, who recently stepped down after several years as executive director. All right, let's take a look outside here. 8:37. Sun is up, warming up, but not too quickly. Tim's got your forecast. Hi, Tim.
That's right. Good morning to you. Yeah, we're chilly out there now, and today we're going to warm up to the lower 50s in Reno Sparks with the 40s around Lake Tahoe. That's a little below average for this time of year, but a big warm up on the way. As well, we are drying out, so radar quiet for the first day here. Yesterday, we had those lingering snow showers out through the central and eastern part of the state. Not so much today. Now, high pressure building back in, sunshine all the way across the board. For the most part, there are a few high clouds down just to the south of Reno, down through places like Washoe Valley and Carson City right now. Otherwise, high clouds, basically all we are watching for the day today. Temperatures now 30 in Reno, 34 in Dayton, 28 in Smith Valley, 21 in Markleeville, and 10 degrees in Truckee this morning. We will be warming up to about 52 in Reno Sparks. That is just slightly below average for this time of year. 50 in Carson City, 44 in South Lake, and 52 in Fernley. 7-day forecast coming up in a few minutes with a big warm up. We're going to be close to 70 for some spots. That's in a few. Back to you.
Appreciate it, Tim. Well, if you love to read, then today's your day. The Carson Tahoe Health Auxiliary is sponsoring a spring book fair and sale. Runs from 9 o'clock this morning, so it gets underway in about 20 minutes, and it'll run until 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's happening in the lobby of the Carson Tahoe Regional Medical Center. There will be a large variety of books, toys, CDs, and gifts. All purchases can be made by cash, check, or credit cards. The book fair and sale will benefit the Health Auxiliary and help fund their many projects.
Well, Nevada Assembly Committee has passed a bill to extend school construction bonds and suspend prevailing wage requirements for school projects. At first, Senate Bill 119 failed on a 7-7 vote, but the committee reconsidered the measure and 2 Republicans switched their vote. The measure then passed 8-6. Unions and Democrats oppose the wage rule provisions, which some Republicans dislike the bond portion of the bill and call it a tax increase. Another political news, Nevada Lieutenant Governor Mark Hutchison says he wants to allow the governor and lieutenant governor to be jointly elected, kind of like the president and vice president. Hutchison is proposing an amendment which would allow candidates for governor to select a running mate as lieutenant governor instead of having a separate election for that office. Now, the proposal needs to be approved by the legislature because it does seek to amend the state constitution. It would then have to be approved by voters during the next election cycle. Melissa?
Okay, Sam, thank you. Coming up next, the University of Minnesota makes a big change to campus crime alerts, but local law enforcement say they strongly disagree with the new policy. We're going to be talking about that with our Google Plusers coming up next. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Hey, Oliver. Hello, Oliver. How's it going, hon? Google Plusers. We are talking about the. Oops, someone's got doesn't have their earbuds in. I can hear an echo. Is that you, Nate? And we're talking about taking out the description, the racial description for people that they're looking for at the university. This is at Minnesota. Basically saying, you know, if all we know is that he's an African-American male, we're not going to say that because that doesn't give you enough description. We need to give you more information than just that. But other people are saying, hey, listen, if that is all I've got, give me what I have so that I can go ahead and, you know, be vigilant and start to pay attention. Others are saying, though, it could put a certain group of people in a negative light because maybe the majority of the crimes that are happening fit a person of a certain description. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? So that's going to be our topic for today. Nate, welcome back.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, it's so nice to see you.
Yeah, I've been getting up a little bit earlier. I have a little monster that's like, wake up, Daddy!
I was about to ask you about the little monster. It's got to be like toddling around and talking by now.
Well, did you guys know she had a sister?
No! When did that happen?
About 4 months ago.
That's why. Two, right? Two little kids. Yeah.
Two.
Pop off two.
Nate,
Double pop off.
Nate. I'm giving you one of these, all right? I know, I have two. It's you need all the blessings you can get.
Thanks.
Welcome back. Here's a live look outside 580 of Villanova. Traffic picking up just a bit. Cold start to the day today, 30 degrees. Grab that jacket before you head outdoors. Let's go ahead and take a look at our trending topic of the day. Turning now to what's trending on our Facebook page. The University of Minnesota dropped vague racial descriptions from campus crime alerts after students protested. According to a report on Fox News, student groups pressured the university to stop sending out campus-wide crime alerts using vague racial descriptions of suspects. The school's president said that the routine use of a person's race in description, quote, may unintentionally reinforce stereotypes of black men and other people of color as criminals and threats, end quote. Not everyone agrees with the change. Milwaukee County Sheriff told Fox and Friends that he strongly disagrees with the decision, explaining that the more information police know about the suspect, the better. Asking all of you, what do you think? Can you understand what they're saying, though? If all the description is that they have is maybe he's a Latino male, black male, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, that's not enough. That makes basically for 50% of the population, or any information is good information, and also I'm guessing it depends partly on the crime. Starting off first with Nate. Nate, your thoughts on this. Do you think that they should pull back the racial description if it's one of only two things they have?
No, in this case, I agree with what the law enforcement spokesman said. You know, everyone wants racial sensitivity, but do we want that at the cost of public safety? I think it would be stupid to say yes. So, yeah, whatever information you have, give us that. And the last thing is the article made a point of saying in serious crimes. So if someone stole bubble gum, maybe a racial description isn't in order. But if someone is, you know, reporting a rape or a murder, then, yeah, I don't care what racial description it is. Give us all the relevant information.
Camden, do you agree, or can you see where these students, I mean, a large group of students protested saying, stop doing that, and it was so much so that it got dropped from what the protocol for police. What do you think about the decision?
Yeah, well, given the information that we got from this article and what the interview showed us, and we need all the information that we can get. So I don't know what the racial context this university has, but for me, if I live in the area, I want to know every single bit of detail.
Depending on what station you work at and what media group you work at, there are rules at some places that say if the only description is of race, that's not enough, so you don't include it. Others go with it. Glenn, you're in radio. What do you think about it?
Well, I'm thinking criminals who just read this story are looking at this university as a perfect place to hit. It's a gun-free zone, and they can't give a proper description based on political correctness. So to the students there, quickly either make your university change it or go live someplace safe.
We'd love to hear what you have to say. You can go ahead and post your comments on our Facebook page found right here. You can go ahead and we still have time here to post something if you'd like to. We'd love to hear from you. Of course, if you'd like this story and more about what we've reported about on our show this morning, you can always go to our website, foxreno.com. Thanks, everybody, for being with us. We appreciate it. Sam, over to you.
All right, Melissa, thanks. Well, still to come here on Mornings on Fox 11, Oliver X is here to ensure you'll never be bored here in the biggest little city. He'll tell us what's happening around town right after the break. Also, the news doesn't stop when you leave the house, and Fox 11 has you covered. Download the new and improved Fox 11 AM app for your smartphone and tablet. It's available on Apple and Android devices. Just search Fox 11 AM.
All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay, Nate, what's the kid's name?
See you guys tomorrow.
Oh, your mic is off, Nate.
Baby number 1 is Misha. Baby number 2 is Ellie.
Oh, good.
That's good names.
All right, you got your hands full.
All right. See you guys.
Well, see you guys later. It's nice to catch up for a bit.
Yeah, come in more often. Yeah, it's around 8:35 or something for the second segment. The first segment is too early for you, but yeah, first segment is the
So do you have the first segment? So do you have the first segment and then go away and come back?
Yeah, stay here? I do. Yeah.
I work here, so I can just hang out, and Steve tends to just hang out. Unfortunately, Melissa's busy, so she doesn't get to sit and talk with us like she used to.
Yeah, all right, yeah. Not like in the past where the first two, the segments are very close to each other, and you can chit-chat in between and handle that. But yeah, this is like an hour in between the two segments, and then we are on like for 2 minutes only. So yeah. So yeah. If you can come often.
Yeah.
Love to see you.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that as early as I can. It seems I'm slowly getting up a little bit earlier each day. So
the baby
before long, I'll make it for the first segment.
All right, you guys have a good day.
Hey guys, see ya.
And,
Welcome back, everybody. Looking for something to do this weekend? Well, you're not alone, and we've got some help for you. Joining us now, as he does every Wednesday, Oliver X from Reno Tahoe Tonight and Entertainment Magazine. It's just Reno Tahoe Tonight Magazine, isn't it?
It is.
We threw in entertainment just to throw it in there, just to mix it up.
In context.
Screw up Melissa here. All right. He's always got a great ideas for what you can do this weekend. Some things maybe that you didn't know about, and we've got some great coverage for this week. We've got a lot going on.
We do.
And so let's start off with the Rose Pawn Shop.
Yes, Rose's Pawn Shop.
What's going on
They're
there?
a band that's kind of a cross between Jonathan Butler Trio out of Australia and Blind Melon. Rock, indie rock, folk Americana inflections, a little jam band sound. Great, and it's free at the Terrace Lounge.
Very nice. Terrace Lounge has some great, and it's a great place to see
it
them
is.
too.
It
Beautiful.
is great.
One of those
I love
great
it.
hidden spots. If you haven't been there, you should really check it out. We've also got First Thursday's Art Walk kicks off.
Every first Thursday of the month, Art Walk takes you around. This month, there's 19 locations where businesses are showcasing art, and you get a little wine glass and can drink wine and see great local art and developing artists. They're great. And they're along the tour, they're going to be having a raffle at Noble Pie Parlor, and then the after party is at a new place called Singer Social Club. It's been around about 6 months, but it's really good. One of the better sounding independent clubs.
I love that too, because you get a chance to kind of walk around some areas that maybe you normally wouldn't have, or see the little nooks and crannies that we have kind of tucked away in our area, and new shops that are coming into play as well.
For sure.
All right, we've also got, this one's kind of hard to say, Snow Core Tour.
The Snow Core Tour was developed because certain developing bands weren't able to tour successfully in the winter. So the Snow Core Tour has been going on for a while now, and this month it's going to be March 10th at the Knitting Factory with one of my favorite bands, Flyleaf, and Adelita's Way as main support. Plus there's 2 other great bands.
Flyleaf, in case they had a hit back in the late or early 2000s. I can't remember.
Yes, right now their new record, which is on fire right now, is called Thread. Check it out. It's incredible. It's 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Look it up on YouTube. Flyleaf's new hit called Thread. It's incredible.
Love it. All right. So if people would like to find the magazine, by the way, where can they do that?
You can pick it up at places like the Peppermill, Black Hole Body Piercing, great places, independent shops all around town and throughout Tahoe.
All right, pick them up, everybody. Great magazine with all the what's going on around town. All right, that's a look what we have going on. Tim, over to you.
All right, thank you, Melissa. Chilly day yesterday, 47 the high, 55 is the average for this time of year. We're still below average today, maybe not quite as cool as yesterday, but a big warm up on the way. That's on the 7-day forecast coming up next. Good morning and welcome back to Mornings on Fox 11. Sunny skies for the day today. We're already seeing that outside. We'll continue to see that for the next several days. Very quiet weather now going forward thanks to high pressure that's been building back in. A warming trend on the way too today, just a few degrees below average, but then a big warm up on the way once we head toward the second half of this week and the weekend. 30 in Reno right now, 32 in Carson City, 20 in Southlake, 10 in Truckee, and 33 in Smith Valley. So chilly start. We're going for the 40s and 50s depending on your elevation today. The Truckee Meadows into the low 50s today, around Lake Tahoe into the 40s. Satellite radar quiet across the area. Again, high pressure still, building in and bringing us warm temperatures down the road, as well as sunshine, which is already here. As far as temperatures today, maybe not quite so warm. 30s and 40s for eastern Nevada, 40s and low 50s for the western side of the state. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour and a lot of sunshine. 50 in Carson City, same thing in Genoa, 48 in Markleeville and 50 in Yerington, and up in the Truckee Meadows, 52 for the high. In Reno Sparks today, 24 the overnight low tonight. So not quite as cold as last night for some areas. A little chilly though. Into the 60s by tomorrow in Reno Sparks, and climbing through the 60s to the mid 60s by the weekend. The upper 60s to near 70 degrees by the time we get to next Monday and Tuesday. Very similar story in Carson City with sunshine all across that 7-day forecast. No